Hello, this is Eddie from AppSheet here to help you build an attendance tracking application directly from your own data sources like Google Sheets or Excel, all without a single line of code. So to get started, you can head over to Sample Apps. And let's actually search for our education apps. So you see we have our attendance app right here, but we also have a number of other apps such as class assignments, context manager, employee training. And basically, AppSheet is a platform. It's not a single app, but it's a platform to allow you to build custom apps that work just the way you want. But for now, let's head over to Attendance app and let's actually copy this app to get started. So here you can see that we have a very simple app that records the unexcused absences and tardy and present status for a couple of students. We also have a form that allows us to fill out for today each student's attendance. And for whatever reason, we have a pie chart with one of our students, Vashel, and each of her unexcused absences and presents and tardies. So to understand how this app works, let's head over to Data, and let's actually visit our source. And so from here, you can see that our AppSheet app is actually based off a very simple Google spreadsheet. We have a couple different worksheets. Each of them has similar data, and our AppSheet app is basically referencing this data to basically build the app. One thing to note is that the first row is really important because the first row is where we specify for AppSheet the names of each of these fields, such as first name. In the AppSheet platform, we should also note, does two-way syncing, so any changes that you make within the app is reflected in the spreadsheet and vice versa. So from here, I'll give you a very brief overview of how the AppSheet platform works and the different things you can do with the app, but we won't have time to fully explain each component. You can look for our overview of the AppSheet editor and other videos to get a better sense of how to use some of these different tools. So from here, let's head over to columns, and we can see that we have our different fields, and we can specify what type they are. For some of our more complex fields, we can also use AppSheet expressions to create new ones. For instance, this is a concatenation of first name and last name. These AppSheet expressions are largely modeled off of common Google Sheet and Excel formulas. We also have slices, which are basically subsets of your data, which work in very much the same way with these AppSheet expressions that would allow us to say, for instance, whenever status is an unexcused absence, then this person would be a part of the unexcused absence slice. Once we're done with our data, we can head over to UX, and we can see that each of these primary views, October, Today, and Vashel, are reflected here, and then we have our menu views, which are reflected in the menu. And each of these we could fully edit, we could change the style of it, we could sort it in different ways, all kinds of things. We can also add our own custom branding, our own formatting rules. For instance, if we wanted to add a red dot behind every excused absence, we could do so. We also have a behavior section where you could create your own actions, workflows, reports. For instance, we could create an action that would allow us to, with one click, change an unexcused absence to an excused absence. We could also create workflows to say that whenever someone has an excused absence, we're going to go ahead and email their parents. We could also create reports using those same systems to say, for instance, once a week, let's have a generated report sent to the teacher and the principal regarding each of the students' attendance this past week. In the AppSheet platform, there's also security sections. We can change who's able to sign in, we can change the authentication provider, and we also have an intelligence tab, which allows us to create different smart features and searches and whatnot, but we'll skip over that for the time being. And once we are fully done with our app, we can head over to Not Deployed, run a deployment check, and we can move our app to a deployed state. And from here, you'll receive an email where you can go ahead and install your AppSheet app on your phone or tablet. So there you have it. That is how you build an attendance app with the AppSheet platform. So again, to get started, just head over to appsheet.com, visit our sample apps page, find the attendance app, and copy and create your own version. If you have any comments or questions, we'd love to hear from you. Feel free to reply in the YouTube comments section or head over to community.appsheet.com. That's it. Thank you so much for watching.